Hello, everyone. This is Coach Wade, visionary of the Hidden Mastermind Group, where it stands for honesty, integrity, and trust. And you can easily visit us on the web by going to www.honestyintegritytrust.com. In today's video, I'm going to speak about a topic that typically affects many American families out there. It's one of the big concerns, and that is debt. All right. And I'm going to begin by asking you all a question. Do you believe that most American families are in debt or out of debt? I'm quite sure you're going to say in debt, okay? And the second question I have, because it's a two-part question, do you feel that those families that are in debt, do you think those debts are under control or out of control? I believe you answered correctly again. Most American families are in debt, and the debt that they're in is out of control, okay? But if I were to ask you a question, if you were in this situation, I'm not implying that you are, how do you solve this problem? Okay, some of you may say more income. But see, the thing is, if somebody earns more income but their habits remain the same, have you solved the problem? All right, so if earning more income doesn't solve the problem, that means you have to restructure your habits. All right, so what I like to do is I like to show families how to get out of debt. Because most American families are drowning in debt, and we're led by example. By the federal government. They give us a great example of living by debt, right? So what I do is I like to teach families how to settle on these debts. For example, you have a family that that has $30,000 worth of credit cards spread over 5 or 6 different cards, and like most American families out there, sometimes they're a little inconsistent with the payment. So sometimes they're paying the minimum payment, and sometimes they're paying a little bit towards the principal. But the fact of the matter is that this $30,000 worth of debt begin to eventually eat at them. All right, you remember we had the discussion a little earlier about debt that's out of control. What do you define as debt that's out of control? I'm quite sure whatever you come up with, you come up with a good answer, but make sure you add this to the definition if you didn't. Debt that's out of control is debt that does not have a specified payoff date. All right. So, for example, you go to a car dealership, you buy a car, you get a 5-year loan. You know that sometimes during year 5, you'll be making your final payment, right? So you have a specified date of specified payoff date. But conversely speaking, if you have $30,000 worth of credit cards spread over 5 or 6 different cards, each card has a different minimum payment, and each one is a different interest rate. Some of the rates are 19, some are 22, some are 25%. All right. So, but with that said, do you have a specified payoff date for those type of debts? Okay, so by definition, this is debt that is out of control because you do not have a specified payoff date. So what we do is we attack this. We show families how to do this through a concept called debt settlement. Working with a company called Debt America. And Debt America is a company that pretty much negotiates on behalf of the consumer on these debts by qualifying them for hardships. And people qualify for these hardships all the time. Whether it's loss of income, they lose a job, they get hurt, become disabled. There's a lot of reasons of why people will qualify for a hardship. But the fact of the matter is, there's going to be 3 benefits that you get from this program. The first benefit is that you can reduce your debt by some 50%. So now that $30,000 worth of debt is now $15,000. So half of your debts are forgiven. Okay. The second benefit is that you can lower that interest rate. So instead of paying that 19, that 22 or 25% interest, now you can lower that interest rate to about 3 to 4% on the remaining balance. And sometimes they can zero it out. So you be paying 0% interest on your remaining debt. Okay, so that means 100% of your payment is going directly towards the debt, where you can accelerate that even faster. The third benefit of the program is that you can lower your monthly payment. So instead of paying $750 a month, on that $30,000 worth of debt, now you're paying $250 a month. You believe that's amazing or what? So what do your debts look like in this particular category? Do you think that this is a program that can work for you? Make sure you come visit the website, www.honestyintegritytrust.com. Click on the link that says debt settlement and key in your information. And what I'll do is I'll follow back up with you so I can get you set up with the company, Debt America, so you can have those debts settled and reduce your debts. Number one. Number two, lower your interest rate. Number three, lower your payments so you can accelerate the payoff. Get out of debt. That is the key. Again, this is Coach Wade signing off. Visit the website again, www.honestyintegritytrust.com. Take care and have a great day.